East, a very experienced and mature team, which is different from last year when they were starting 10 juniors on their side in the state semifinal round. That ball is dished out, and Jackson Bach taking it up. A nice little cut back there, but he is just clobbered there by Chaparral's center. Chaparral now on the offensive. These teams met earlier in the year, and it wasn't pretty. East won by a hefty margin, but Chaparral's back, trying to prove that they're worth something.
I'm not taking it today.
Here the ruck is taken a little long and taken down by East. Here, Chaparral having trouble getting the ball out, and that ball is blown up. Looks like it'll be a penalty to Chaparral. I believe diving over is the call there, but it's the ref's discretion. Chaparral trying to get something going early here. Angels get up to an early lead as they often do, but that doesn't mean that they're going to win. Kicked out to touch there by Chaparral. Now Chaparral will have the line out to them. They'll be able to throw the ball in. East has looked good here early, but against Littleton they were up 10-0 before losing 63-5. And that ball is brought out. There, Peter Schreiber running it up. That ball is given out to CJ, the big prop. CJ is one of the only underclassmen starting here on this East team. Him along with Charles Zablocki of the Waldorf School are the only sophomores starting on this team. However, there are several freshmen and sophomores observing. Here that ball is gotten out quick by Jake Wilson, and it's off to the races again. Bennett Rodriguez here takes the ball, and a nice tackle there by Chaparral to stop him dead in his tracks. Trying to get the ball out, and a quick pick by East, and the try is scored. 5 points on the board for the Angels. A nice couple of phases there lead to the try. Now in rugby, a try is 5 points, and the conversion kick is 2. If you make it, of course. It's a scorcher out here today, and the Angels are on fire. Here the Angels lining up to kick, and Jackson Bach, the fly half, will take the kick. He's a very nice kicker.
His goal this year was to kick 80%, and it seems he's doing just that. And a wild ball from a different game. Over there.
And the kick, Jackson. An early lead here for the Angels, wearing their new red jerseys. Going. And the kickoff. The drop kick has to go 10 meters. And it looks like it does. A knock on, though, by Chaparral. A nice play. Had he not knocked it on, that would have been a try almost for sure. Here we go. We have a scrum down at around the 50. East scrum kind of thrown together. Schreiber playing 7. Stiff arm and runs it up the field. A nice play there. A lot of touches on the ball. A lot of rucking. Just a great couple of phases there for the Angels. 33-0 the score.
It's on mute.
Trying to get the ball in there. Here, Jackson Bach kicking for the extra 2 points. Apologies for technical difficulties there, if we had any. Jackson Bach here looking to make it 35-0. And the easy kick is through the uprights. 35-0. The Angels up to a commanding lead. Doesn't mean anything in this game of rugby. Well, you can come up just as quick as you can come down. Jake Wilson, the senior scrum half, from the field yelling, it's 0-0. Letting the Angels know, even though they're up, this game isn't over. In fact, it's barely even begun. Alright, here the Chaparral Wolverines here converging at the 40-yard line, trying to see what's going on. Angels lining up to receive the kickoff. Angels, a very experienced team. A lot of seniors out there, a lot of people who have been here before. Of course, they're wearing the customary black socks, even though during the regular season they wear the red socks. During the playoffs, they wear the lucky black socks. Adam Jasher there takes the ball and brings it in. Jake Wilson looking to get quick ball. And, ooh, a big old play by the number 2 there for Chaparral. Gets on that ball, and it'll be a penalty here for the Angels. The number 7 looking to kick the ball into touch, and he does not miss. An unlucky wind and bounce combination leads to that ball going in, and Chaparral will kick it out the back. Not a lot of luck with the kicks today for the Angels, other than their point after kicks. Not a lot of action here in the sky.
Bach is looking mad.
And here the ball is taken by Ben Rodriguez on a 22 dropout. He drops the ball there, but he falls on it. A very nice play, but that will be a penalty, playing the ball on the ground, I believe. No, it's a knock-on. They'll scrum down here. Angels scrum very large. A lot of big old kids out there today. And another ball comes soaring in from a neighboring game featuring, I believe, Highlands Ranch. And a young fan is on the field getting that ball. That's a scary place to be, I'll tell you. Alright, that ball is brought out by Chaparral, and he's off to the races. A nice kick there, but it's straight into touch. So because it didn't bounce and he was above the 22, the spot of the lineup will be right where he kicked it. Ooh. It's pretty far back. The number 2 here to throw it into the lineout. In rugby, you can actually lift the person that is receiving the ball on the throw-in, similar to soccer, except for you can lift the person. Here, a nice throw up and beautifully done, given out to the pod, and Peter Schreiber takes a big ol' hit there, and the ball is brought out to the back line. This is all to a familiar sight. There, Jamie Smith, the fullback, taking it up. Not quite a score yet. They still have to get that ball out, and it's brought out to the fly half, to the inside center, out to the wing, skipping the outside center, and he is held there with a nice little tackle, but that ball is kicked out to touch. That was a series of unfortunate events there for the Angels. Still 35-0. Angels up on this Chaparral team. Another line out. It seems there's been quite a few lineouts here compared to both teams' previous games. A nice full back line out there for Chaparral, and another kick, And it's out to their wing, who drops it. Ooh, that is a mistake you do not want to make there. A scrum down right there for the Chaparral Wolverines. All right, and the kick out on the penalty. It's given to the wing there, and he is running up off to the races, out to the fly half, to the inside center, trying to make something happen. Not a lot of support there. Chaparral looking to ruck over, but East is there. And that ball is to Chaparral. A nice poach there for the Chaparral Wolverines. Trying to get out of their 22 here. And a penalty here for Chaparral. Let's see if they can capitalize. This East team has been wrought with penalties so far today, and they are not back 10, so there will be another penalty, I believe. The ref is letting them play. Ooh, a penalty there for East. He was holding on to that ball a little bit too long on the ground for the ref's taste. And now Schreiber will kick the ball out, and it is to touch. Here the Angels lineup has been very strong today, losing only one to the Chaparral Wolverines. It's still early, but the Angels dominating in the lineouts. Another beautiful line out there, and another pod off the lineout. Giving it ruck over. Quick rucks here for the Angels. That's what the coaches like to see there. A nice cut back there for the inside center. He's getting hit on, but he'll have nothing of it. Bennett Rodriguez with his second try of the day. A nice play there, putting the Angels up 5 more points, making the score 40-0 here in the first half. Teams have come back from worse than 40-0, but so far the Angels are looking dominating so far. And Jackson Bach, the kicker, will attempt his, get this, 6th kick penalty, or 6th conversion kick of the day. 6 here in this early first half. Trying to make the score 42-0 here is Bach. Bach lines up. And the kick is straight through the uprights. 42-0 Angels. And that looks like it'll end the half. A nice series of tries there for the Angels. A beautiful, beautiful game so far. Chaparral Wolverines have a lot to work on here, but just because it's halftime doesn't mean anything. Chaparral can still come back here. Alright, we'll get back to you right after a few messages. You're watching EOLive.tv, and the Angels take on the Chaparral Wolverines.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're going to try to dictate to you what you're going to do on both offense and defense. We're going to come at you.
One shot at this.
Now it's time to put the hats on and go get some work done.
So they're all going to look to make a statement early.
player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And the camera just went to sleep. Here we are back in the second half. The East Angels taking on the Chaparral Wolverines. A commanding lead early here for the Angels, but anything can happen. The kick there is bobbled a bit, but it dished off to Taj Willingham, the fullback, who in turn gives it to the wing, and the wing is taken down promptly. Here, a cross kick there by the fly half, and the fullback will take it. Bobbled a bit, but he is staying up. Not a lot the Angels can do to take him down, and it takes a couple of guys to get him down there. Quick ball out for Chaparral, and a nice tackle there by the number 7. That is number 4, Keegan Dunn Rhodes, a star basketball player who turned from basketball to rugby. Tall Keegan is what they call him back in the newspaper class. And now here we are on the pitch. That ball is out. Chaparral, a beautiful kick to touch there. And they will raise their man. Keegan standing at 6'1". I don't even know. That fool's tall. He'll be jumping here today for the Angels. Has been jumping all day. And has only lost one lineout to Chaparral. Angels here commanding in most facets of the game, especially score at 42-0. That ball is up and it is over. Bobbled there by the scrum half, Jake Wilson. And it looks like it's going to be a scrum down due to that blatant knock on there. Angels have had troubles with ball control all year, but today they're really showing it. Chaparral could definitely use that as a weakness. Kick the ball there. A nice scrum there, and it is taken by the Angels. Stopped immediately by the flanker, though. And another pick and charge there by the Angels. That ball is out. Chaparral looking to capitalize. Nothing doing there, though. Angels will play penalty. Not sure the call there. Coming through the side, I suppose. But they'll kick for touch again. Peter Schreiber. They call him Goodfoot. Sneaky Pete, because they'll sneak it right into touch. The Angels missing a lot of key players today, but one of them is definitely not Adam Leonard. Just kidding around. That's one of the freshman stars of the varsity team, along with freshman Max Cohen and a couple underclassmen too, making big waves here. Ryan Herberman, CJ. Not sure of his last name, but you'll know him when you see him. He's the big old number 1. Niall Komisky playing number 2. Not today. He's on the bench today. But a lot of underclassmen making big waves. Charles Zablocki at Waldorf School starting at lock with Tall Keegan. Those are 2 relatively new guys to rugby playing some good game this year. Here that ball is taken down by the Angels, and it's sloppy rugby here. The scrum half going in, and a nice dish there by Jake Wilson, the number 9. They're trying to ruck it out, and that ball is spun out to Tall Keegan, who is taken down very high there. Not sure what's going on there by the Wolverines. And a nice pass out to Willingham. He is called to be a forward pass. That was a pretty blatant forward pass, if you ask me. I was surprised he didn't call that a little earlier. Willingham, a star for the Cherry Creek Bruins football team. Instead of playing rugby for Creek, he decided to come to East. And he's played here for 4 years, been a star, and he will be going to the University of Northern Colorado to play football next year. A quick engage there by Chaparral, and they'll have to do that again. Angels playing some good rugby, but one thing is some pretty... Technical difficulties here. I don't know what's going on, but the Angels are playing good rugby. That's all I know. Playing very well today. That ball is spun out. Jackson Bach here off to the center. A dummy there, and a very high tackle there by the number 13. He's not held to ground, though. And there he goes for his hat trick. Bennett Rodriguez, 3rd try of the day. A wonderful, wonderful play. Listen,